Over on BBC Three and BBC iPlayer, it arrived on Tuesday the 20th of Feb, we have a new comedy drama called Borders, and here's a clip.
The scholarship kids need to fit in with the school, not fit the school around them.
We plan to capture you and your black excellence at all times, whether that be your activism, incredible artwork, your languages,
Arigato.
your sportsmanship, or your... Femi, we know you're black, but we are struggling to figure out what you're actually excellent at.
Yeah.
Unlike Breathtaking, which is not hammed up at all, it feels so genuine and so real because it is. This, to me, Borders, felt very hammy at times. It's a new comedy drama. It's on BBC Three, and it's a 6-part series. It follows 5 very, very bright, underprivileged black teenagers from inner city London, and they've been given scholarships in this private boarding school, and it's not necessarily for the right reasons. In fact, it's not for the right reasons, because this school needs help to revamp its reputation. It had this unsavoury viral video that went out of one of its students, and they have paying customers and they need to be seen to not be seen in that way, I suppose. And this is a way of kind of revamping its reputation. So it's not for the right reasons that this is happening. But for me, it just felt... it felt quite dark. I felt quite uncomfortable about the humour at times. It felt really dark. It was in terms of the kind of racial, I suppose they're kind of almost taking the mickey at times. I don't know. It felt wide of the mark for me in a lot of the moments. And it didn't almost feel right, but we live in a world where I suppose we're always a bit unsure of what to say, and this felt really, really wrong, and just didn't feel quite right. But I liked the way it kind of worked as a whole in terms of these guys coming in, the way they were accepted or not accepted, the school saying, look, they need to change for us, not we need to change for them, basically. And it was a them and us scenario, and I think that's quite sad to see, actually. And again, I'm not sure that's completely indicative of reality, but for me, I don't know, it just felt wide of the mark. I didn't feel comfortable watching it for a number of different reasons. So yeah, not for me, thanks.
I liked it. It's created by Daniel Lawrence Taylor, and he also appears in the series as Gus, who is a mentor to these black inner city kids. So we've got Jaheim, played by Josh Tadeku. You've got Leah, played by Jodie Campbell. Omar, played by Miles Kamwendo. And Toby, played by Siko Diaby. And Femi, played by Aruna Jallow. They're a great young cast, very talented. And yeah, it starts with this shocking video of some of these private school kids just bullying a homeless man in the most awful way. The reason that these black kids have been allowed into the school, it's not for any kind of social good. It's purely to kind of protect the reputation of this private school. And, the whole subject of private schools is a very interesting one. So, unsurprisingly, they don't fit in. They face quite a lot of racism. But I like the way that Daniel Lawrence Taylor, as you say, he does find the humour in racism, because the black kids between them, they're so used to it that they kind of call it out or they talk about it to each other. We follow their experiences. And it's comedy drama. There's quite a lot of hard-hitting stuff in it, I think, as well as the comedy. And, that, for instance, like the picture of the sort of founder of the school in the big portrait, which is very old. There's a black slave in the picture, which the kids point out. So yeah, there's lots going on. I think, obviously I'm a bit out of touch these days, but I did find that the youngsters at the school, both the kind of private school posh kids and the new arrivals, I found them pretty convincing. And I certainly enjoyed episode 1.